Hello. Let me make sure I'm recording first. I don't know if I actually hit the button. Hold on.
Jesus. What a fiasco.
What a fiasco. I did hit the record button. Welcome everyone to episode 11 of Hammered on High. I am drinking a Japanese green tea IPA from Stone Brewing.
Same.
And so is Sasha. Everyone else check in.
So is Jay.
Oh my goodness.
I'm drinking a little bourbon drink.
So a little update. Since last time, hold on, I gotta teleport to the zone. Where am I going? The Ruby Sea, and I never remember which one it is, so I'll just pick whatever.
The O1.
The O1, okay. So, I was like, cool, I'm sick and I'm coughing a lot, and I still have a little cough, so I apologize for that. So I'm gonna set up a press the mute button so that I can just keep coughing because I can't really suppress it, but it's gonna be hidden from the stream. No one will know. None will be the wiser. And then I forgot that I'm the computer that's recording, so it's just recording directly from my microphone. And when I was muting it, I was just muting it on Discord. Did fucking nothing. Hope you enjoyed. Oh, look at your horses. Oh, they're so big. Alright, so what do I have to do? We have to do something with saves, right?
We all have to make sure we have an empty slot.
Oh, if you didn't tune in for last episode, we made it to the boss on level 70, and we ate shit because we did not understand the mechanics. We do understand them now, however, unfortunately, we have to start from floor 21. So everyone, let me know when you've deleted a save file, or let me know when you...
So which one do I delete? I have a floor 61 and floor 21.
Red X, you're good.
So I don't need to do anything?
No, you have to delete one, but it doesn't matter which one.
It doesn't matter which one.
It doesn't matter which one.
Correct.
Okay. I deleted one.
So sorry, everyone. We're starting over again at floor 21, but we actually have enough Aether Pool. We didn't really have enough anyway. So this is sort of a mixed blessing. But we're going back. We're going to build up those Pomanders again and get even more Aether Pool for you guys, the listeners.
Sorry, Jay. Pomander.
So here's a weird question. Right now my Aether Pool is at 5344, but one of them is in yellow and one's in white. Does anyone know why that is?
Yellow means it's over where it should be for this set of floors.
But 43 is not over? Wow, it took about 6 minutes for my Holy to cast. Oh, also we've once again adjusted sound levels since they weren't perfect last time. So hopefully they're about right now. Kristen complained that the music and the sound effects weren't loud enough. She's probably right. I cranked them up a little bit. So we'll test this and find out.
This stuff being so easy to kill anyone.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm casting the spells I'm casting.
Oh, they're so easy to kill.
Yeah, I cast my my dot out of habit. And also it's like the one thing I can cast while I'm running. But I know it looks stupid because it's like, well, that's not going to take for the whole 9 seconds. So why are you casting it? Well, because I'm bad at the game. Is why. Is there a mount that can drop from here or no?
Drop?
Not drop, but like, can you...
In a thing, maybe?
Kristen, is your mic muted?
No.
I'm not hearing you in my headphones.
Oh, that's because my mic was in fact muted.
Welcome to episode 11 of Hammered on High, where we get...
Nobody wanted to hear me anyway.
I wanted to hear you. Get me another drink. Hey, episode 10 is 96% uploaded. That's exciting. We work as we play, folks. We work as we play.
Not like work jobs. Work.
No, none of us have jobs, which is really weird. None of us have jobs and none of us live with our parents. So it's like this... I was going to call it a dichotomy, but I just realized like I don't necessarily know what a dichotomy means. Like two things that are contradictory? No? Not quite? Two sides of the same coin? What does dichotomy mean?
I don't know.
But you know the word, obviously.
I have heard it, yes, but I do not know the actual definition.
Can you guys let me know if someone gets hit? I forgot how to, like, check.
A division or contrast between two things that are represented as being opposed or entirely different.
Okay, so it's a little bit of everything I said, but not exactly. I love running into those words. It's like, well, I use that word all the time. And, like, obviously I know what it means. And then you're like, fuck, I can't even define it. Is everyone excited to see 422 again? At least we're cruising.
So
thrilled.
this time, because we have now died twice, I think we should probably look up boss strat.
Oh,
Agreed.
even if Jay doesn't want to, I am. I won't say it necessarily, but I ain't going in blind. This is the last time. We got it this time. We're going straight to 200, boys.
100.
Well, 200 in Heaven on High
In
speak
double
is...
time.
Yeah. It's a dichotomy, Sasha. It's a dichotomy. It's a fiasco.
So what were we saving for the stream?
I don't fucking remember. Kind of like when I don't want to hear you guys talking, I just say save it for the stream now.
Asshole.
Oh. Good to know.
We're already full on Palmanders. What's Jay so worried about? See, the easiest way for me to have my dot tick all the way is to not cast any other attacks, but get chests. Oh my god. How many do
Stuff is so easy.
How many things do we need for our weapons again? 10?
Yes.
All right. So even if we cap out in here, I'm still gonna have to come in and run like a few more floors just to. Yeah. Hey, Kristen, do you want to join us?
Yeah, I'm right here. Oh. This.
Hammered on high.
I'm right next to it.
I was looking at it from a different angle, and I thought I was Sasha.
But I'm a bunny now.
I noticed. But it's still...
Did you ever get so high you became a bunny?
Oh. We can't use certain things. Like, why is that move grayed out? I don't need, like, shells for it. It's just a move.
Oh, I thought you meant like the N word. No, nothing? That wasn't a funny joke?
You thought I meant the what?
You said we can't use certain things, and my dumb joke was like the N word.
What? You're going quiet or cutting out when you say the last word, so I don't know what it is.
I just kept saying the N word over and over again, that's all.
Oh.
On stream.
My bad.
Well,
Yes.
oh, hold on. According to chat, I'm canceled. Okay.
Butthead.
What an annoying little knockback. Oh, I got an
Just
ether.
minding my own business, trying to kill things. It's like, how about you go over there?
I'm not even like looking at the screen. I'm just drinking my beer and browsing Reddit.
He's lying.
I'm not lying. I've Reddit open the other tab. I was checking on the progress of episodes 10. Episodes 10? I'm a little hammered on high. Episode 10, Heaven on High, floors 61 to 70. And I just noticed that's what's weird is episodes 10 is 61 through 70, but we're on floor 25 now. How did that happen?
Oh, you had Jay all kinds of fucked up yesterday?
Yeah, you're gonna have to fix the labeling because it's really hard to tell which.
No, it's not hard to tell.
No,
It's
no,
fucking
no.
perfect.
Yeah,
If you
so
don't understand what
that's-
you're looking at, it's because you can't fucking read.
Right, that's what messed him up, is he went to put it on. He's like, oh, I need to go tell Joe about this. And I'm like, about what? And he's like, look at the screen. I was like, oh, it says 51 through 30. And then
Oh.
I thought about it, and I was like, oh, because we died, and that's the long episode.
Oh, yeah, no, I can understand that. No, I did that as a joke. Like, I was actually, when I originally made that, that thumbnail for the video, I put 51 through 30 and like 4 question marks. Because I thought it'd be funny, but then it looked stupid, so I just kept it 51 through 30. It would have been more obvious as a joke. I mean, it's not a joke, the episode is literally
It's what
51
it
through
is.
30. But the quote-unquote joke would have been more obvious if I left the question marks in there. I just didn't. No, Kristen, I'm sorry. So, no, Jay's right. I was complaining because Kristen was like the other day, she's like, it's so hard to know like what the episodes are. I'm like, they're numbered fucking sequentially. Episode 1.
Episode 1, 2, 3,
Right,
4.
but that's not on like the title screen. So if you're looking at the title screen and you're about to watch an episode,
extremely literally
It is.
on the title screen.
It's not, though.
It's on the thumbnail.
I changed the thumbnails.
It's not.
Smaller, but it's on the thumbnail.
I'm literally staring at a different
Wow,
computer that has
rude.
YouTube open. And I'm
Are you?
Hold on, I'm gonna follow Sasha. I'm gonna click. Hold on. Yeah. Okay. Good. I can play my white mage and only hit one button and not look at the screen. So I'm looking at
smaller
all
font
10
underneath
thumbnails.
The big words.
Yes, it says hammered on high. There's a little black bar which I faded out as a nice little design touch. That says
That gives.
episode number and then heaven on high, floors like whatever.
And it's like 001, 002, right? You have 2 zeros?
No, I only use singular zeros. I wasn't
Either way, I saw it.
I was going to actually do triple or hundredths places episode numbers, but I'm like, that's presumptuous as fuck. Because like, are we gonna do this for more than like 2 weeks? And then I was like,
More than 2
if
days.
we get to the point where my thumbnails need to be reformatted because we've done over 100 episodes, like that's fine. Like I'll deal with that problem when we actually have it. So tell everyone what we made last night in the bakery,
What? Oh.
because we all live in the same bakery.
In Boise, Idaho.
No, we used to live in Boise, Idaho. I'm trying to think of a city and state we haven't said yet.
Meal raisin
Um,
chocolate chip cookies.
Billings, Montana.
No, I actually said that, I think.
That's what I thought.
Oatmeal raisin chocolate chip cookies.
Phoenix, Arizona.
No, we probably already said that.
Albuquerque, New Mexico.
It would make sense if we said that, but we might not have. Washington, D.C. We all live at 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue.
Yes.
Is that the address of the White House? 1600?
I don't know.
What's that old song about Loring Trap, if anyone cares? You remember that old, it's like a really old song. It's about dialing a hotel on like a what are those called? The switcher boards when you used to have to call in, and then
Yeah.
the super hot chick that just sat there and like switched phone calls all day would like
The
plug
operator.
she'd plug you in. Yeah.
Leather luring trap.
It's something Pennsylvania. It was like 1-500 Pennsylvania is like the chorus, and it fucking rules. It's like this, like a swing song or something. I don't remember. I remember how it goes, but I don't remember. One.
Yeah, I would have to hear it.
No, it's like something Pennsylvania is like the chorus, and those are like the only lyrics in the song, or the only words spoken in the song. I'll look it up during the next. Should I be casting spells now? Fantastic. Alright, I'm googling 500 pencil.
It's gonna be nothing like the house with the river in it.
Oh yeah, I gotta look that up too. I feel like I'm... Okay, so I was close. It was Glenn Miller, and not to leave them out, but Glenn Miller and his orchestra. And the song was called Pennsylvania 65000, not 6500. I actually don't remember what it said, but... I took my headphones off with one hand, but then I couldn't get them back on with one hand. 65000 Pennsylvania 6. I don't know what originally got that in my head. It was probably Twin Peaks, like everything else in my life. I mean, my grandparents probably listened to it, so listen to all that.
I don't know, but it had to be like the cadence with which you said something, and now I have Electric Avenue in my head.
Well, I said Pennsylvania Avenue like 5 times, so. And it's not even Pennsylvania Avenue. Or no, that is where the White House is, right? I don't know. They're all war criminals. Money's not real. Birds aren't real. This is all made up.
Birds are just dinosaurs.
And also not
Why are
real.
we pulling things?
No, they're real.
They're not real.
They are.
I
100%.
love that we're just sitting back here watching them kill stuff that they pulled.
Hold on. This has to be public domain by now.
It's not they pulled.
Sorry,
I went to
she
help
pulled.
because I care.
Yeah.
I'm listening to Glenn Miller and
I was just watching to see how it unfolded.
65,000. And I don't care. I only care about guitar.
I'm out of candy hearts.
Oh yeah, what are you snacking on? You have to be snacking on something. That's
Nothing,
the
because
This is a snack podcast.
nobody's bought me any robin eggs. Easter's almost over.
Oh yeah, we went on like a 55 message long tirade today about how I don't like malt candies, but I can't stop eating robin eggs. They're fucking disgusting.
They're good.
So here's you're muted again, honey.
I don't know why.
Can you
I don't
guys?
know how I got muted.
Well, did you just unmute yourself?
Yeah.
So
but I don't.
the reverse process.
No, I haven't turned it off myself. Like maybe my button's gotten caught on something.
It
Or...
must be a ghost.
Your buttons.
Huh.
No, the button sits at my waist, which is right
Yeah,
by the desk.
dude.
So, God damn it.
Anyway, malted milk balls and that kind of
Right,
stuff.
so-
Whoppers are
yeah.
so good.
No, they're not. They're disgusting. But
Did we use a Yeah, we used petrification.
No, they're delicious.
however, I do like licking the candy coating off of them,
Not disgusting.
which is
So, sorry, go on.
no. I like licking the candy coating off of them because that's the only good part of them.
No.
Let me.
That's the worst
And
part.
I was looking at one of those articles. It's like 21 horrifying stories or something. Like, anyway, the story.
Wait. No, there has to be a constraint to them. Not like just 25 horrifying stories, or
It was just one of those clickbait articles.
no, but
that
it's like
was-
25 horrifying stories that took place in a candy factory, or like
No,
what-
I don't remember what the catch line was. Okay, it's been like a week.
go.
But one of them
I'm an otter.
was this person who, I think it was about the malted milk eggs actually, liked to lick the coating off and used it as like lipstick because it was colored.
Excuse me?
So they did that when they were in like as a kid. They
Sure.
did that. And one night they stayed up all night watching Netflix and
Oh, so this is like now? Wait, what do we do with this? Get away from the clouds, right?
stand under a cloud, but not one that somebody else is under, I believe. So they're up all night.
I'm the only one that took
drinking
damage.
wine and eating licking robin eggs. And did the same thing and used it as lipstick. And woke up to her husband completely freaking the fuck out because she had a blue one and her lips were blue and he thought she was dying.
Oh, shit. Okay, that went in a completely different direction. I was like, I thought we were going to like learn something about robin eggs coating. Like it's just asbestos.
It's just bug shit.
It probably is actually
Growing
just
up, there was it was a gas station that had an ice cream parlor in it and their own brand of ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
And I would always get a chocolate malt with extra malt powder, and it made it taste like popper candies.
Did you grow up in the fucking 1950s or something?
No, earlier than that.
Oh.
But no, it's like the best milkshake ever.
In Piscataway, New Jersey, where we all
Yeah.
live right now. We're just gonna make this like a mega episode, right? I don't have to cut this up.
Jay is getting ice, it sounds like, so.
Well, I'll wait for Bay. And if it expires, then I guess we're locked out for 30 minutes. And we can just chat. And we don't have to...
I was actually curious. I had that thought yesterday, I think. Tuesday? I don't know. I unsync queued for something for like Wondrous Tales.
Sure.
And
Ooh,
I
hidden treasure
started
chest.
doing something when it popped. So I was curious if you let a queue pop that you unsync solo queue for, does it still
Right.
give you a penalty?
Um,
And I never tested it, but my thought is probably not.
I would hope not. But you know what? I don't do anything anymore. Oh, faithful listeners / viewers / Patreon subscribers. And okay, before we get any further, I can't believe I didn't do this yet this episode. I want to thank every single person who has subscribed to our Patreon over the last couple weeks, because you guys are really the ones that are making this happen. We couldn't do it without you, without the funding. We simply couldn't live with, you know. And where was I going with this?
Don't know.
Oh, tell all of the listeners the stupid thing that you decided you were going to do today, which is incredibly stupid. Oh, I remember where I was going. I was about to talk about how I got into Triple Triad because I'm like, okay, all my characters are 90. I got 2 years before the next expansion. I gotta like do something. Like, what's my next stupid thing that I'm gonna do? So like, let me get into Triple Triad because I'm really bad at all games, but especially games where you have to like not be an idiot. But thankfully, Triple Triad, you don't have to be that smart. You kind of just dominate the corners, and
You
if
have
like
to know little numbers.
you have to know which number is bigger than a different number.
Which side the alligator eats.
Correct. And so I started playing it, and I just got like obsessed with it. And I'm nowhere near like achieving mount status or anything, but like I'm having
Wow,
a
I
lot
just
of
got
fun.
Aether Pool and it hit me at 67. Like, why am I getting that at level 30? I guess 31. Sorry, continue.
That's it. It's just I'm enjoying the Triple Triad card farm, and it's really weird because in real life, I'm the biggest like anti owning any sort of objects. Like, if an object does not have a specific purpose, it must go to the dump immediately. And like, I hate clutter and I hate things. And even like hobbies that I'm obsessed with, like I play a lot of guitar and stuff like that. Like, I used to have a lot of guitars and a lot of guitar stuff, but I'm like, you don't really need more than like one or two. Despite the fact that I shop for them all day, every day, and never buy anything.
Hopefully
Hopefully you can actually hear the story because he's cut out so many times.
It's been okay for me.
Well, I'm
Gotcha.
recording directly to the computer, so even if it's cutting out on Discord, it probably won't cut out on the stream. But so I'm completely anti-collecting. I think people that collect like Funko Pops or like records or whatever, like I get it and I understand the appeal because physical media and stuff like that like is cool and it's really fun to actually like have something in your hand or like I think that stuff's neat, but like it's not for me. But
Yeah, like, no offense to anybody, but those people who have like 200 little pop heads, I can't.
Yeah. So like I'm very anti that, but like unless you're into it and then which like cool, like if it makes you happy, great. It's just I can't live like that. But in a video game, I'm like, oh, there's 236 cards I have to collect.
It doesn't take up space.
It doesn't take up like physical space. I'm like, cool, I have to get all these fucking cards. So like now that I have like a clearly defined mission and we're in between content cycles, I'm ready to rock.
I have not worked on any of the decks from the link you sent, but I will get there.
Oh yeah, and
I'm
so
on my side job mission right now.
listeners, if you have any great just triple triad tips, leave them in the comments. I know everyone's been for some reason leaving triple triad comments in these videos just completely unprompted, and we haven't been able to figure out why. But keep doing that.
Oh, we're on floor 33, and I just realized that we're on a new set of 10 floors, and I should put my tank stands on.
Cool.
I'm a good tank.
Oh, and just to let everyone else know, this coming Tuesday, we are getting up at 2 in the morning, Virgin Island time, which is where we live. What?
Just nothing. I learned something.
We'll be getting up at 2 a.m. Virgin Island time this Tuesday to sample the new content that's coming out for patch 6.1. So we're hoping to have a video up the same day for the new dungeon, the new Alliance raid. Are they calling it Alliance raid? I never saw the...
Alliance raid.
I know it's an Alliance raid, but I never saw like the words Alliance raid.
I got blown up and then I got ottered.
I never saw the words Alliance raid when it's been discussed online.
No, it's an Alliance raid.
Anyway, so a video for the dungeon, a video for the new Alliance raid, and then a video for a bunch of PvP matches that we're going to beep out the new PvP thing, which I think is exciting, but I keep reading online that they're completely changing all the PvP skills.
Yeah, they're overhauling a few of them, I think.
So, I mean, I already have my bars set up from doing the roulette for Frontline, but like, I mean, I'll be playing White Mage, so, you know, whatever, it's White Mage, it can't be that different.
If the meta is 2 healers, I will for sure go Scholar, because she is set up.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the ideal party comp is. We'll find out.
They were talking about it in Discord
Comes a pat.
10 minutes ago.
They're talking about party comps?
Yeah.
Like, theoretically, or they know?
Hold on.
Colt and I were talking about it, and it was just brought up that the new party comp for
Overwatch.
not
It's 2
this.
healer, 2 DPS, 1 tank.
Oh, gotcha.
And
Yeah, I had to
if you
scroll.
can out heal the other party, then you're good to go.
Yeah. Well, that's kind of, I mean, I always believe heals win fights over
Yeah,
anything
and I'll
else.
gladly set up my Sage bars too. I think she actually might be set up already.
I mean, none of mine are, I have a bunch of jobs that, like, I just leveled in the PvP roulette. So I have bars for a lot of things. Oh, no, I don't. So all my bars got deleted. Never mind.
The 2 healer comp works because if one's getting focused and stunned and shit like that, the other can heal them.
Right. So it's kind of like back in WoW when...
Are we leaving? Sorry. Or no? Okay.
For a minute, like, all 2s and 3s had, like, they would just run paladins. Because you weren't going to fucking beat them.
Yeah, I was in a 2s that was Warlock and Paladin, and it was deadly.
Oh, a 2, like, right when Arena came out, like, I guess it was in Burning Crusade, right? Or, Burning Crusade, I think. Yeah, when 2s came out and Warlocks were, like, the most invincible fucking job on the planet.
Yeah, and then add a pally bubble to it.
And it's over. No one's touching it. You're life draining, or whatever it was called, where you put the dot on them and it gives you life back, and then you're just shredding them with like 15 different dots as you run around and they can't even catch you. And the Paladin's just not taking damage ever. There's not an ability like Warlock's Life Tap in this game, is there? Where you can sacrifice health from mana.
I can't remember what it's called.
One WoW was called Life Tap, right?
Oh, yeah, Life Tap. I'm like, it was Life something, but you already said Life Drain. I know that wasn't right.
Life Drain's probably not a thing. I think there was a Warlock spell called Drain, maybe just by itself.
It was like Drain Life. Or
Drain. Yeah, you might be right. Man, Warlock in BC was fucking tight.
Oh, I loved being a Warlock. That's why I was so sad when I went back, because I was always like a hybrid Destro Affliction lock.
Yeah.
And then when I was like, you know what, okay, I'm going to try this game again. And it was, you can't hybrid anymore. It's so like cut and dry. You have to go down a certain tree, and it's just, I don't know, I'm like, this isn't what I wanted.
I haven't been back in so long, I don't even remember. What were the Warlock trees? There was the one that
Distraction, Affliction, and the pet one.
Demonologist or
Demonology.
something?
Yeah.
Demonology. So one of them was the one where you had the Voidwalker mount. Or Voidwalker pet.
Yeah, your tank minion.
One was the little, like, impish Ifrit guy.
You had...
That was Affliction,
you had the
right?
Voidwalker, and you had the Succubus.
Succubus.
And you had Hellhound.
Yeah. What was the little, like, impy guy?
It was just an imp, I think.
No, but, like, what stance was that? Or, like, what tree?
Oh, he is just ranged DPS. Fellhound was melee DPS. Succubus was, like, crowd control.
Right. And the Voidwalker was a tank. Oh, okay. So, I remember the melee summon was those, like, a Fel Reaver.
Oh, there was a big Fel Reaver, too, yeah.
Yeah. Because those were, like, the main things in the first dungeon.
There's an Infernal, too.
Oh, yeah, you could do an Infernal.
What was the Infernal?
He came down with, like, a meteor and stunned everything.
Oh. Yes.
The green rocky guy. Well, I mean, he was gray, but, like, the
glowy part was...
green,
yeah. Good times.
Ooh.
Thank you for taking that seriously.
I wasn't scared. I was gonna use a defensive cooldown, and then I didn't get there in time.
Well, I hate to burst my bubble.
Because my defensive cooldowns aren't key bound, except for my big one, like on Gunbreaker, it's Super Bowl led. Yeah, I don't bind those. I don't have enough. My fingers don't hit enough buttons at the same time to bind all my damage moves plus cooldowns, so I pick and choose.
It's really uneven in this game. How many buttons and how convenient and how often you use them.
Oh, with like the
job.
summoner overhaul, I have spaces, and I'm just like, what? But then there's like Samurai, where every single hotbar is completely filled with stuff, and there's no way to bind it all.
Yeah, that's Gunbreaker.
Oh,
It's better
Gunbreaker.
than it used to be. since they changed continuation.
Fortunately. That didn't sound good.
It was helm crack.
Oh man, you guys remember how upset I was? Because I played a warrior tank all throughout Burning Crusade and... Well, not all throughout, but most of Burning Crusade and Wrath of the Lich King. And my favorite thing in that entire stupid game was the sound that... I'm a little fired up, guys. Shield Slam made.
Nah.
And I love that Shield Slam sound. And so, like, you guys were over one night, and I'm, like, being annoying about Shield Slam or whatever.
I'm ottered, just by the way, so you might want to, like, pay attention.
And then I googled Shield Slam sound or whatever. WoW tank. And they changed the sound. Whose decision was that? Is that why people are not playing WoW anymore?
Yes.
It's gotta be, right? Like, why would you? Thank you for not waiting until, like, you were sure you weren't gonna die before you opened that.
I'm good.
I'm kidding, you did the opposite of that. Just double checking.
Double chicken.
Just double checking.
Let's go look for plants tomorrow.
I would eat a chicken sandwich.
Yo. Oh, tell everyone what we're making for breakfast after we're drunk.
Oh, so we're totally gonna make breakfast nachos.
And explain the origin of this desire.
Ooh, mimic. So this morning I wanted nachos for breakfast, and while the thought of like scrambling eggs to put on my nachos did cross my mind, these guys took it a step farther and questioned whether breakfast nachos were a thing. So before any Googling happened, I'm like, yeah, some chorizo, eggs, and cheese, like some queso fresco.
No, you didn't discover the
amazing.
chorizo idea until tonight.
No, I said chorizo before it was Googled.
This morning?
No.
Oh, tonight. Yeah.
Tonight.
Wait, which tonight are you doing?
Jay found a picture of these breakfast nachos with chorizo and jalapenos and like
Avocado.
perfectly cooked sunny side up eggs.
Man, those eggs were perfectly cooked. I don't know how you pulled it off, because that shit...
Breakfast nachos.
You're not just slamming them in the oven and getting those eggs. They were...
No, you're for sure pan cooking them and putting them on at the end.
He got me.
Got them.
Stupid flippin'.
I like that I had to hit my stun twice.
You know what stuns me? About 35 milligrams of Delta 8. Because I'm pretty stunned right now.
How many did you have?
Just
Half
the...
of it.
I have still sick, everyone. Half of one of the really big ones. I'm not gonna get out in time. Oh, there's still enemies. You guys have been fighting?
Mm-hmm.
Has your gummy kicked in yet, Sasha?
Not really.
Mine's just hitting me like hard now, so good times.
Like last night when we made him, just that little tiny bit fucking
Yeah, man,
killed me.
I was wrecked. Like
But
in a
now
good
I'm
way.
like, I have some chocolate over here I could eat.
Well, this is the snack podcast.
I'm gonna heat up a little more dinner. It was just so good.
Oh, dinner was good. Baby, tell them what we had for dinner.
So I've been using the Me Lime app to build my recipes and do my grocery shopping. And they had this recipe for a gnocchi sausage spinach tomato dish, and Sasha and Jay have had it before, and it has cheese, and I made it, and it was fantastic. Just a good, solid meal.
Yeah, it was really cheesy. It was really delicious.
Would make again.
I only did dishes tonight. I didn't participate in cooking. And I didn't even do that many dishes, so it was fantastic.
It was a one-pot dish, which I was really happy about, because yes, very few dishes, and very easy.
I feel like it would be a good meal to eat with chopsticks, because I was eating it with a big spoon, and all of the cheese, like a half a pound of cheese per mouthful, was just congealing on the cold spoon. And then I would have to scrape the cheese off the spoon, and I don't know. That was the only part. And it wasn't the meal's fault that the cheese is on my spoon in a fashion that I did not desire.
It was your wife's fault.
No, I'm saying I should have just used chopsticks or something.
It's just what cheese does.
It is what cheese do. Hey, we're at a boss next. Does anyone remember?
Nope.
We've done
I'm
it.
not worried until we hit 70.
Well, we died pretty good on a couple of these guys.
You guys died pretty good on a couple of these.
Because we're dumb as hell.
We.
Oh, are we going to argue about, like, the proper Wii?
No.
The Nintendo Wii? What a good system.
We definitely were big into Wii Fit for a hot minute.
Yeah, except when you step on the stupid scale and it's like, oh, you haven't been around in a while.
Yeah, and it's like, you're obese.
Yeah.
It's like, bitch, I ain't.
I mean, I am, but...
By America standards?
Morbidly obese.
Oh,
It's
I'm fat as hell. Oh, this dude.
okay. It's the hop again. The Bima hop.
What's the deal with this guy again?
I don't know. He puts things on the side and you've got to not get punted into him. Is that this guy?
Oh, no, this is the one where you gotta Jay knocks the thing into him.
No.
Isn't there like a cloud or something he's gotta kick into him?
Not this guy.
Oh, whatever, he's dead.
Is he though?
Yeah, I was right. It's this guy. You don't want to get knocked back into the explosions.
I did, though. Alright. We... Is,
Weed did it.
We did it. Is beating a boss a guaranteed Aetherpool up? Like, no matter what level you're at?
I don't think it happens for the first couple of floors, but
Oh, good, I'm getting tomes. I haven't done anything this week. 'Cause I've been so busy and sick.
my inventory is full of junk from side quests.
I can't believe you're doing that. Did you tell the listeners? Oh, why'd they make me leave?
Hold on, I'm destroying items. Because you ran over to the exit and clicked on it.
Oh, shit. I'm fucked
Now
up.
we all have to.
I'm fucked up. I'm sorry.
Oh. All right.
I was reading the words on the screen, go to the next floor, and I clicked on them. I don't know what you guys are talking about. We can't go to the tape. Yeah, this is going to be a mega episode. I'm not splitting this up. No one needs this many. And I'm lazy as fuck. Oh yeah, let me check out your new... Oh, look at you. That's a very...
Oh, hold on. I gotta show you. Hold on.
You're wearing what I would imagine our friend... she's a 50-some-year-old teacher
Yes.
would wear. Is what's in my
I
head.
gotta find him.
Oh, wait, no. We have multiple friends that are 50-some-year-old teachers. Not the one that got a DUI.
I can't find what I'm looking for. Hold on. Oh my god, I didn't. Okay, hold on.
What am I waiting here for? What are our listeners waiting here for?
Hold on.
I'm so fucking cute. God damn, my glam is so good. Until we get that nice ass new PvP glam.
I can't find the things I was. Yeah, I'm getting there.
This is great television.
Hey, shush. It doesn't work if it's not all there. Okay, here we go. Hold on. I need to be alchemist. What the fuck? Okay, whatever. I can't find the ones I just got, so these will have to do. Hold on.
We've been holding on. Okay.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Watch my head.
Oh, that's amazing. Are they like... Oh, they're like like the DBZ scanner on the side. They're not just like glasses.
I don't know. These are just some random ones I had in my armory chest. I got actual, like, proper spectacles for doing the quest that gave me the emote. And I can't find them in my inventory. So, oh, I found them. They're eyeglasses. Oh, hold on. I don't have armory chest space.
All right. Welcome back to episode 11. Is that what we're on still?
Yes, we're still in 11.
Of Hammered on High. Oh, those are nice.
But the emote's really good. I got that, and I got throw. And I got step dance, and I got ball dance.
Yeah, I didn't get any of that shit yet.
And I got a couple titles.
Well, your stargazer
And
still.
Slam.
All right. Our listeners aren't here for this. They're here for Hammered on High. So let's go.
I was gonna change my title, but I can't find one in time.
Oh, I'm almost out of beer.
Well, let's get you to floor 50 and then...
Oh no,
Great.
I'm gonna take a break.
Floor 50 is the end of the floors we're on.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got this. I will go get myself a drink while you got this. Once my beer is empty. That's the last beer we got in the house, isn't it?
Yep.
Son of a gun.
And we're out of vodka.
I just spawned a mimic, sorry. I'm bringing them. I just spawned a mimic again.
Oh my god.
What am I gonna do? Not touch the silver chest?
Oh my god.
If anyone told me that silver chests can spawn mimics, maybe I
There's
wouldn't.
a silver, like, 2 rooms back. Should probably go.
Jay, you've been very quiet this evening.
Mm-hmm.
Just like...
Man, I wish rescue worked anymore. I noticed they made a change in I don't know if it was specifically to no, it wasn't that specifically to the dungeon. Anyway, you know when you're like doing prey and you're waiting for someone to get on like a fucking elevator or whatever?
Yeah.
You used to be able to rescue them, and now you can't.
That's because in Prey, when you skip those mobs, you stay in combat for a very long time. So
Well,
it counts you as being in combat, which is why you can rescue them.
So you're saying when I can't rescue them, it's because we've somehow gotten out of
Because you're not in
combat?
combat. Because maybe you didn't damage or heal or whatever your role you're on in the fight, so you didn't actually get in combat with
Oh,
them.
you mean me personally? Yeah.
Yes.
Because people are still getting attacked by mobs on multiple floors, but yeah, maybe I'm not. Yeah, I got it. It felt like a change. Or maybe, no, they did change it so you can't do it out of combat, but that was like a long time ago, right?
Yeah, it's always been out of combat.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, I don't know, like, always since the beginning of Final Fantasy time, but
Right.
as long as I can remember, it has been out of combat. We played Star Wars The Old Republic for a while. Oh, I don't know where I'm going anymore. There's the key thing back here. And he was a tank job that could pull people around, and I was a healer job that could pull people, and we would just crowd control the fuck out of everyone by pulling them to us, like grabbing everyone and AoEing them. And it also allowed me to get people killed, because there is one dungeon, or whatever they called them in that game, where the last boss stood on this like kind of balcony thing, and if you jumped off the edge of the balcony, you died. However, as the healer that I was, I could jump off, I could pull somebody to me while I was falling, and then port back up to the top so that I didn't die and the other person did.
All while falling?
Yes.
That's impressive.
It was so good, and we got so many people with it.
Did you guys ever play Age of Conan?
For a hot second, I think, but not really.
Yeah, like me and Roger, I think, did like the free trial or something. Anyway, there's this amazing... I'm getting all stuffed up again. There's this like amazing YouTube compilation of like, in Age of Conan, you could ride a horse, like as your mount. But the horse could kick backwards, and if it kicked backwards and a player was there, it would knock them back, like you would expect it to. So people would just camp out on like bridges and high traffic areas. And I guess there was like this one bridge that everyone like went over. So people would just camp out there on their horses, and then as people walked by, they would kick them with their horses, and it would just knock them off the bridge and kill them. And it was
Nice.
the funniest thing ever.
One of the main cities in SWTR had little things like that you could jump down and die. And I would get people that weren't even like in a party I was in or anything with the same thing. I would jump down and pull them and kill them.
I miss open world PvP. I hope someday... That's never been a thing in this game, right? There's never been open world PvP.
Not that I am aware of.
And I understand why. They're not trying to create like a toxic environment or whatever. So maybe that's not what I actually want. But I mean, some of my fondest fucking memories of playing any MMO is open world PvP. Like,
No, yeah, like
Stranglethorn,
wow, Stranglethorn Vale, yeah.
Yeah, Stranglethorn Vale's Horde is fun and hilarious. And Stranglethorn Vale invading as like 100 Alliance got together and took over, what's it called? Storm Bay? What was it? Booty Bay.
Booty Bay?
Booty Bay. Yeah, just having like 100 Alliance on your server go take over Booty Bay. Because like you had to have like massive tanks and healers just to get rid of those NPCs. But like taking over Booty Bay as Alliance and then Horde responding, you know, and that would be for like hours. You'd spend like 6 hours just
Mimic.
fucking around in Booty Bay because Alliance took over or whatever. Like that shit's so much fun. And that you don't get that kind of fun in Final Fantasy. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying like that you don't get that experience here. There's no big world events or world bosses or anything.
There's this gold, but I can't get it.
Jay, do you want to go for it?
He's already way back here.
I'm
It
gonna
should be
attempt it because
good.
oh no, I'm gonna try it because there's. I think I got this. I did get it.
Work.
Our pomander looking pretty tight.
Oh, I accidentally closed that somehow.
Damn it! See, I've been avoiding casting AoE spells. I should have just burned the witches.
Burn the witch.
I haven't appraised anything in a long time. I probably got some cool stuff. We'll do an appraisal epilogue to this mega episode.
You guys were messing around with your glam stuff. I was appraising my stuff and it all sucked, so.
Well, while you were working at your job, I was studying the blade.
Do we need all these golds or just get the key? I
No.
guess. Okay.
We gotta get the
So I
silver
guess
for sure.
to get the key, we might have to get them anyway. But
That guy's 2 blocks. Man, Holy takes 5 seconds to cast in here.
so okay, so I never got to tell a story. I have been going through my teleport list and going from the top option down. So starting with like what's first, Limsa?
Limsa, yeah, and all the Lunasicas, I guess.
So all of those zones, just going zone by zone down the teleport list and clearing out every quest in each zone. The only ones I have not been doing are the ones to unlock the leaves because I don't care.
Right. You still gotta knock them
Blue
off the
clock,
map.
what they are. No, I've been ignoring them. Maybe eventually I'll go back and get them, but for now, that's not my priority. So I've been doing all these side quests and going through all these zones, and I don't remember the point of the story anymore.
I think that's the whole story. Because I asked them to... Oh, I was like, hey, tell the listeners you're dumb, the dumb thing you're doing.
I know, but something that was just said sparked some memory, and I don't remember what it was.
I mean, I actually did that back when I started playing again. I was like, okay, I gotta level all these jobs, whatever. And I was like, I had the actual tanks ID.
Oh, I remember.
Go.
I've been doing them on my Dragoon because she, at the time, was only like level 35. So she's getting a lot of experience from these quests. And now she is almost level 40 just from side quests. And let me tell you, when you have some quests and like 4 enemies that you have to kill pop up and you're on a sub 40 Dragoon with 0
No
AoE,
AoE. Oh my god.
it's brutal. But I've gotten like 4 emotes and some glam and some titles and levels.
Did you get... Oh, you didn't get Cactuar yet.
No, and I did that zone, so
And maybe the quest starts somewhere else. I think maybe the quest starts in Ulda and takes you to that zone.
I did all of Alda.
I don't know. I don't remember them. But I specifically...
And I have a whole bunch in that zone, and I've done everything prior to that.
I specifically sought it out because I saw someone that had it. I'm like, well, Cactuar is my favorite mount, and it's also my favorite, like, Final Fantasy monster, or whatever you would consider Cactuar. So I had to have it, and I looked it up. I was like, oh, it's... And the quest chain takes for fucking ever. But I'm so glad to have it, because it's still my favorite minion, and my favorite mount.
I'm gonna use petrification. Never mind. Or no, you're not. You're using that. JK. I'm not gonna use petrification.
I assume there was a fortune up also.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, there's a million chests over here.
Cool.
It was a fake. But no, it's been fun, and Falcon's Nest has a whole bunch of them. There is a chain and foundation that was super long too, and it kept turning into things. And I got a couple titles and the spectacles emo from it.
Nice. I gotta get the spectacles emote for sure.
But because it's in a city, you can't mount. Everything just seemed like it took for freaking ever.
I'm about to die,
I got you.
and I
Oh
can't
no,
use
you did
anything.
it at the same time I bolt lighted, and it, yeah.
Yeah, hold on. Oh,
Good.
shit, my control button's stuck down. Like on my keyboard. Huh. That same thing that when I was casting Asuna nonstop. I was trying to cast spells, but my control button was literally stuck to the ground. Or at the ground.
Oh
yeah.
my god, this one's fake too. I'm just gonna spend half of my time as an otter.
Well, we're definitely good on palm mandies.
For now.
Shut up. Wait, do you still have your weapon as an honor? What's glowing orange?
And he
no.
has his, Oh. No, these are, yeah, orange. What? All the weapons in here are orange. What are you talking about?
No, what was the otter glowing orange on the otter?
Oh, he has a light on his head or something.
Hmm.
You ought to know by now.
Shut
I
up.
should, but I don't.
Like, famous Canadian artist Alanis Morissette once said, "You live, you learn."
Live, laugh, love, learn.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, guy. Come from?
Guy Town. His mom's Virginia.
Meet Jin.
Smells like jummies.
It smells like...
Oh, no.
Hey, so does anyone want to explain to our listeners what that means?
Yeah, you do.
No, I
Yeah.
don't. I gotta take my headset off and cough because I'm still sick. Hold on. Anyway, so listeners, because I guess I'm the one taking the dive for this. Last night we made about, I don't know, 300 gummies, completely legal. Where we live, it's completely legal to make gummies. And we did. We were exercising our right as citizens of Illinois. And I was like, honey, come over here. Because everyone was at the house. We're cooking, we're drinking, as we do. Oh, what is that? That's pretty. And I was like, honey, something's kind of funky over here. Can you come, like, what am I smelling? I thought it was me. Because I was at work all day, and, like, I was like, maybe I'm just a little stinky. Maybe I was sweating a lot. And I smelled my pits. It wasn't me. And she comes over, and she's smelling the Jell-O, and she's smelling the different things that we have. And I was like, no, it's not that. And then we had about 12... It was exactly 12 packets. 12 packets of gelatin blooming. And it just smelled like something funky, and I couldn't put my finger in it. And then one of the girls, was it one of the girls or was it Jay?
It was me. No, it was
It
Sasha.
wasn't you, it was Jay.
Was like, oh, it just smells like wet vagina. And I was like, I don't know. And then I went back over, I was like, oh my god. And then the girls started smelling it. They're like, yep, that's vagina.
Yeah, like when you have a pair of underwear on the floor and you pick it up because you're not entirely sure if it's clean or not because you haven't done laundry in a while, and you snip it and you're like, oh, that needs to be washed. That's what it smelled like. Full disclosure.
Honey, you're breaking up in the stream. I think, is your microphone close to your face?
No, I think my headphones are having an issue.
I can hear you fine now.
Yeah, I think there's a cord issue.
So anyway, what we learned last night wasn't that blooming gelatin can potentially smell like Virginia. It's that both of our wives routinely just sniff their own underwear, which is...
I mean, how else do you know if something's clean?
Hold on.
You can't tell me you've never smelled an article of clothing before to decide if it's clean or not.
Absolutely. None of us can do
Exactly.
anything. Oh, I've definitely sniffed underwear and been like, oh no.
Yeah, so it was that.
Where did everybody go?
It just feels weird when girls say it because you're supposed to be better than us.
But it's the clean test.
I still don't expect it from you guys.
Sorry, we're disappointing. We're as gross as boys.
We just bouncing. Oh,
That's why
we're at a boss.
Cool,
Oh,
good
shit.
job.
Yeah, I'm definitely out of beer now. So if we're gonna keep going, I gotta grab another drink.
I think I'm done after this.
Alrighty, well we're done after this. What's this guy do again?
Stuff.
He shoots a laser beam at my face.
Look away. Oops, I cast the same spell twice, so I wasn't paying attention.
An untelegraphed frontal, please. Easy peasy.
Alright, our Aether pool is looking good.
I'm at 86.68.
Dang.
I'm at
76.55.
I'm at 78.58. Alright, everyone. Hold on, I got a bunch of mucus in my nose and my throat.
I leveled.
Oh, nice. Thank you for watching we're still on episode 11, mega episode, right?
Yep.
3 sets of floors. Is that what we did?
Mega episode 11 of Hammered on High. We are very grateful that you were able to join us tonight. And we will be coming back soon with either more content this weekend, or if not this weekend, we will be we're going to stream.
We'll get more this weekend. It'll be fine.
We'll get more this weekend, and then when 6.1 drops on Tuesday, we'll be giving you the dungeon, some PvP antics, and the new Alliance raid. You got what? A hairstyle? Oh yeah, I promised everyone I was going to appraise my stuff. What did I get? I got
I had
5
1
6.
silver and 5 gold, yeah.
I have 1 silver and 5 gold also.
Probably have.
My gold so far have just given me materia.
I got materia, so thanks for nothing.
Oh, some pants that I already have in my armory chest. Or glamour chest.
I got a Oriental Soba lunch tabletop thing. No one wants that.
Got dye.
Some other pants.
Dye.
I do like dye.
Raptor skin shoes.
I've gotten a lot of dye doing side quests.
Oh, I got Wind Up Bismarck. I don't know if I already have that or not.
Oh, I
I
got,
got
a minion
that.
doing side quests too. I just got a tiny Tatsunoko
An orchestration role, which eventually I'll want to...
orchestrion.
Oh,
I forgot this.
it's orchestration.
It's not. Look at it.
Imagination orchestration role. I'm looking
No,
at
there's not an A.
Oh. That's stupid. And I'm stupid. I'm glad we left this in. Otherwise, people wouldn't know. And a clear dementia. Whatever that word actually is.
I got a minion and a hairstyle that I already have.
Let me see if
And glam that I already have.
Cool. I did not have the orchestrion role. And I didn't have Wind Up Bismarck either. Let me beep him out real quick.
Do you have a wind up Ramu?
Probably.
I already have it.
Let me see what this guy looks like. Oh, he's cool. He's ready to fuck. Alright, good night, everyone. Thank you for watching. Who's trading me? Thank you, everyone, for watching episode 11. We'll be back soon with more content. Does anyone have any parting words?
Don't smoke face down in bed.
That's perfect. Great advice. I'm going to switch to OBS and hit stop eventually.
Bye-bye.
Okay, good night. Bye.